Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Here we have a residential application. So we have an overhead covering here and dining area here. And let's just look at what else we have here. There's a small barbecue section over here. And I think this is pretty much open over here. But so the customer asked for recommendations, and on the dimensions here, we have a 21.5. That's the inside edge to the inside edge here. And then I believe this is 11 on the inside edge again from this beam to the wall. It's a flat ceiling. There's some can lighting up here. And there's also a speaker. I think it's probably located right around here. And then there's one over here. So those are all the things. We have a sliding door, I believe. And I think that's about it. This door might be a little bit different in dimension, but that's okay. So now one thing I do know is that this location is in a potentially high wind area at certain times of the year, probably on the colder times of the year where there's storms and weather that builds up. But as you may have noticed in this image here, it looks like this is a kind of a hillside or a bluff, and this is probably on the protected side of the property is my guess. So, but it is something to be considered about. So if there's a lot of wind in here, we might want to increase the amount of BTUs for the project. So let me turn off these dimensions, and I have two different options. Number one would be, if this is a finished ceiling already, so we might just choose to use just electric units. I have these in approximately, I think it was 5 feet in from this edge. Let me just do a quick check on this for the dimensions from center to center, just so we have that information here. So center of the heater here to center of the heater here. Oops. Grab that, and it looks like 9 feet 5 inches. So this is essentially centered in the room, and then I have the heater centered to center 9 feet 5 inches, like that. So let's go ahead and turn that off again. So if we were to turn the ray on, you can see with this mounting, we have a mounting of well, it has 60 inches of clearance on top and then 18 inches all around it. This is centered in the room itself, so I don't think we have any issues with regards to clearances. Let's just turn them on real quickly. You can see here and here, it's very clearly centered. Actually, I think I do have it centered from this point out here to the inner wall. So we could move that a little bit, but I'm trying to get this edge over here, so I think this is kind of more of a walk space than a sitting space, but it could be utilized. In any case, so that's the footprint of heat that you would get with that 9.5 distance apart. And these are 4,000 watt units at 240 volts. You can see a 4,000 watt unit. We're hitting the area fairly well, but the heater itself is at the threshold of being potentially a little bit hotter of a unit. You might even want to go, if you're going to consider using a control system, then I would definitely, and you had the power available, I would definitely consider using a 6,000 watt unit. And that way you can put them on two different zones. You can have it, let's say 75% here and 50% here, or however you choose to use it. So I also want to just offer one other option, and that would be, let me turn that off here, and that would be if we were able to flush mount the unit. So I'm going to take this out. I noticed that the ceiling is a little bit, or I should say the rooftop is at a slope, so it's potential that we have some room inside here to place some flush mount units. The ceiling has to be level, but if there's some room in here, at least 8 inches or more, then we can always put in some type of flush mount system. And let's see, I have it here. Excuse me for the delay here. Well, I think I actually, I have them placed in there incorrectly. So let me just take this off real quick. There we go. So they're in the same position, only they're recessed into the ceiling here. And again, I have them at 4,000 watt right now, but you could go to 6,000. And you can see that the footprint of heat is, raised another, roughly 9.5 inches. So the intensity is just, like I said, just about at its peak threshold. And not sure what I got here, but let's just get rid of that real quick. There we go. Sorry. So yeah, there you go. This is 4,000 watt. And again, 6,000 watt would probably be my preference on an application like this. But a 4,000 watt will give you a pretty good amount of heat during cooler climates. I wouldn't go to the real cold climates. If you were getting into the below 50s, maybe even in the upper mid 40s, maybe a 4,000 wouldn't be hot enough, but 6,000 definitely would be nice in this application. So just a quick recap of the flush mount kit. So I'm going to turn the array off here. So you have the flush mount kit, the heater itself. You would design a 1 hour fire rated box that would fill this void up here, and that would be a 5/8 drywall finish. You can see that the heater just fits inside here, if I can get it in there. So there we go. So this is the flush mount kit itself. They've got some venting holes here, and then the heater itself here. So that's how that would look. But that would be a nice application as well. Nicer finish this way here. All right, well, thank you for watching. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and would like some of our input, we're here to help. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Our email would be support@patioheat.com. Feel free to send your request to there. And also just feel free to put a comment if you like. Or if you have any questions, we answer those questions on our comment section as well. And a thumbs up would be great. I really appreciate that, because this helps algorithms and helps us to help more people. Thank you and have a great day.